Is dating today, in your opinion, harder than it's ever been?
I was friends with my boyfriend before we started dating, and I feel like that's a more natural transition than like seeing features on your screen and trying to make a decision based on like a list of things.
People just try and avoid things because I think they're scared to say things straight up.
One red flag and you're kind of like, oh, I could go find somewhere else. You don't need to have one person when you could have like 5.
Honestly, I don't know. I've had really bad luck. So everything. Like, I've been treated like shit.
I think a big part of it is because of social media.
People see a lot, they exposed to a lot. They're always looking for better.
Everyone is always looking for the best thing, and they always think something else is around the corner, and you almost have too much access to too many people.
I'm tall because I'm pretty tall for an Asian girl. So they need to be, I think, at least 5'11", but I prefer like 6 feet tall. I have a younger brother, and anybody younger than me, I just automatically think of my brother. So the hottest person in the room. And if they tell me they're even a month younger than me, I'm just like, oh, I just see my brother and it's like, oh.
You gotta be single for a while. She belongs to the street.
Picture this. You're at a bar, a party, or an event. A woman walks up, smiles, and with a slight glance towards the bartender asks, "Could I have a drink, please?" Now, here's the question. Why is it that so many men feel almost compelled to buy a drink for a woman they barely know? And why is it that so many women expect it? Does a drink really open the doors to a meaningful connection? Or is it just a ticket to a cycle of expectations, confusion, and missed opportunities? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand why no free drinks for women is more than just a simple phrase. It's a lesson in boundaries, self-respect, and the modern dating world. You won't want to miss this. The hidden cost of free drinks. Buying a drink for a woman may seem like a harmless gesture, a way to break the ice or start a conversation. But here's the reality. It often carries a hidden cost, not just financially, but emotionally. You see, for many men, buying a drink comes with an unspoken expectation that this simple act will lead to something more. Maybe it's validation. Maybe it's the hope of getting attention or affection. But what happens when that expectation is unreciprocated? Imagine giving a gift and never hearing a thank you. A bit awkward, right? But that's the reality many men face when they buy drinks with the wrong intentions. The hidden cost is emotional investment. When you buy drinks expecting something in return, whether it's attention, connection, or validation, you set yourself up for disappointment. It's a cycle that leads to resentment, frustration, and confusion. The shift in modern dating dynamics. The dynamics of dating have changed drastically in recent years. Women are no longer dependent on men for validation or approval in the same way they once were. Financial independence, career success, and social media influence have given women a sense of power and control over their own lives. Because let's be honest, who needs a free drink when you're already holding your own, right? Women today aren't looking for handouts. They don't need a drink to feel validated, and they definitely don't owe anyone anything just because of an exchange. Men need to realize this. Women's worth isn't measured by the drink you buy or the gesture you make. So why should men feel like they have to buy into this outdated tradition? The power of boundaries and respect. Let's talk about something more powerful. Boundaries. When a man decides, no, I'm not buying a drink just to get your attention, he's asserting control over his actions, and more importantly, his values. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just not buy the drink. It's a small move, but it says, I don't play by the old rules. By setting boundaries, men reclaim their emotional power. They stop viewing women as a transaction and start seeing them as equals. This is where true respect starts to form. If a woman values you, she'll show it in her actions, not in the drinks you buy her. And if she doesn't, well, you've just saved yourself from a one-sided encounter. But here's the twist. What if I told you That when you stop giving away free drinks, you might actually attract the kind of woman you want to be with? What if by stepping away from these unspoken rules, you finally start engaging with women on your own terms, terms that actually align with your values? Stick around, because the final point I'm about to share will completely change how you approach dating in the modern world. The shift to authentic connections. When men stop feeling the need to pay for a woman's attention, they start building authentic connections. These aren't based on superficial gestures or expectations. They're based on mutual respect, shared values, and a genuine desire to know each other. True connections are not transactional. They're about genuine understanding, emotional intelligence, and most importantly, self-respect. Men who choose to let go of this outdated drink for connection mindset are embracing a far more fulfilling way to engage with women. At the end, now, if you're ready to take your dating life to the next level and start attracting the right kind of people, I've got something special for you. Click the video popping up on the screen right now to discover how to navigate modern dating with confidence, clarity, and respect. Trust me, it's time to stop playing by the old rules and start creating real connections.
I honestly really feel like you guys are spreading a terrible message. And I'm so sorry that you feel this way, because feminism is not a supremacy movement. Okay. It's a movement for equality, because women out in the world are not equal to men.
How so? How?
Pick a country.
In the West, how so?
In the West.
In the UK.
In the UK.
What rights do we not have?
Why is it that if we look at the Oxford record of when women are hired against men, women are less likely to be hired because they're more expected to have babies and take maternity leave?
That's not necessarily true.
Women are less likely to be hired than men. Let's say I'm in my early 20s and I want to get a job. They're thinking, oh, she's going to have a job and she's going to get maternity leave for a year. I'm going to pay her for a year, but she's not working. So I'm less likely to get paid than a man.
How can you say that when we have quotas that are specifically for women? Quotas. They're
same thing.
Yeah. Yes, I am. How can you? How can you? Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish?
You're talking about quotas.
Can you? No, I'm not.
Good women realize the sacrifice is too expensive. If I want a really famous, good, amazing, popular guy, it's going to involve him being on the road a lot, or him not coming home at time. He's not being there for the kid's birthday. A good woman recognizes the sacrifice is too expensive. The clout-chasing, disloyal, gold-digging cheater thinks, I can make that sacrifice. I don't care if you don't come home. I don't care if you don't see the kids. I don't care. I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah, but sometimes it's too late. Sometimes you've fallen in love with that man, not realizing what sacrifice you've got to take.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.